Today we are going to visit Sir Wilfred Laurier Park. Hello folks, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go for a walk and take a tour of Sir Wilfred Laurier Park, more commonly known as just Laurier Park. So come along with me, we'll take a stroll, I'll tell you all about it, and we'll see what we can find. Here we go. This park is quite nice. It's a lot smaller than the last park I visited, but there are a lot of activities that can be held down here as well. There's also a large dog park located adjacent to this park. I don't believe it's a part of the park, but we will also go check that out as well. So come along, we'll head down there. Sir Wilfred Laurier Park is an urban park located in the Edmonton's West End, situated on the north bank of the North Saskatchewan River. And the park is named after Canada's 7th Prime Minister, serving from 1887 to about 1919. Actually, another interesting thing, I'll show you momentarily. Sir Wilfred Laurier's portrait is actually here on the Canadian $5 bill. You can see that. So that's kind of interesting. But we will take a little walk here and take a look and see what we can find. One thing about Edmonton and the surrounding area is we do have a lot of parks and green spaces, so that's quite nice. I don't see that many right now. I don't see any Canada goose, Canadian geese around here, which is nice because a lot of these geese leave their droppings everywhere, and you can't walk 5 feet without stepping into their mess. So I am quite happy that there's none here currently. Okay. Oh, there's somebody walking their dog. But we will keep going. I have a couple things to show you. Well, what do we have here? Oh, a nickel. Canadian nickel. That's not too bad. Maybe if I walk around here long enough, I'll find a few more coins. And what do you see here? The company I used to work for, a small construction company, has a contract with the city to install these temporary floating docks. So as you can see, here's plastic flotation pieces with their tires attached to this walkway. Now these are usually installed towards the end of June or July sometimes even, because the water levels are either too low or there are just other issues. And I do believe that there are 5 of these in different parks. And I think the city of Edmonton pays that company about $10,000 for each dock that goes in. And they pay them $10,000 again to take them out. Now I don't know that number for sure, but that's what I've been told. But these will be installed later on this summer. Now we're down here at a nice little area. And here is a nice little plaque. For putting these in. So these are all, this is part of the docks. This is not part of the dock. This is just part of the area that, also again, the company that I worked for, we built this. There we go. And we see over there, somebody is kayaking on the North Saskatchewan River. Let's take a look at him. He is enjoying his day. Like I say, this is a beautiful river. It would be nicer if it had a rock bottom. And then it would be more blue or aqua, green colored. Right now it's the color of mud because it has a mud bottom. And down there is the area that we built. And that's where the dock, the artificial temporary docks, are going to be installed. We'll go down there, take a closer look. So this is the anchor point where the docks will be installed. And this part right here is where the big tall aluminum post, which stands about 15 feet tall, and it has the name of the park on. And like I said, there's going to be, I think there's 5 that we put in every year. There's some more folks over there. Let me zoom in so we can see what they're doing. Very nice. It is a nice, beautiful, calm day today. Today is Wednesday, May 7th. And that gentleman is still heading down the river. Now as we go up the hill, this is the other side of the view of where the, I guess, viewing platform is. And there's a gentleman going for a walk. I hope you like this series. I'll cover some other parks as well. I know I had a few folks say they wanted to see more. And this is a major river here, as some of you may know. And you can go kayaking down here, and there's the Edmonton Queen paddle boat, which is way up on the other side, which is downtown on the, I guess it's the south side of the river. Maybe we'll go take a look at that as well. And we'll go take a look at Horilac Park and some of the other larger parks in the system here. But we'll continue. There are also nice little pathways here that you can walk, which run alongside or parallel to the rivers. So that's quite nice. We'll head up this way. Now we're gonna go walking over to another little area, which I will cover here momentarily. They have picnic areas and such. Here are some areas where you can have a family get together with picnic tables, barbecue, and all that stuff. Very nice. And over here we'll take a look at another little family outing or family area with swings. So here's a nice little area where you can have swings, bring your children, and have some fun with the family. So there are all kinds of pieces of equipment here where you can climb and play, slides, swings, and so forth. Quite nice here, actually. The slides look like they're made of the metal, just like the old days, when a lot of children such as myself back in the 1970s burned our legs and behinds because the metal was exposed to the sun. Oh, the joys of being a child in the 1970s. And then you got your climbing pieces of equipment here, and your swings, and so forth. Some of this equipment is actually pretty tall. Lots of fun for youngsters. And then you've got these on these springs here that'll move back and forth. And you got some other climbing areas. Great for the whole family. And you've got your little bridges that children like to play on. And another picnic area, hiding in the forest here. I remember a couple years ago, I think in September of 2023, we had a natural rock or natural stone lifting competition, which was quite fun. I did manage to lap a 272-pound stone, but I just couldn't stand up with it. But those stones they're heavier than they look. They can be not that large, but depending what kind of rock we're talking about, some of them are quite dense and heavy. Then we look around here, we've got other activities going on. Folks walking on the path. We'll take another little walk. This appears to be an outing of some kind. I don't want to get too close and disturb those folks who might not want to be on camera. But you can see they've got the area set up. I do believe it's first come, first serve. I don't think you need to make any kind of arrangements. Just come on down, set up, and have fun. Looks like there are areas here as well where you can set up, launch your canoe or your RV, and maybe stay the night, or maybe it's just for a few hours. So it looks like there's something going on. Advo Casey Run. So I know they do have different events here, including fun runs, bicycle runs, and so forth. But they do have all kinds of activities here, as I mentioned. So here's some more information on the board here. Tell you all the park hours, 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. So I guess no, there is no overnight camping. But you've got your sporting events, boat launch, washrooms, and so forth. If I pan over this way, they do also have another area here. We'll take a little walk in here. This is actually an area where they have really nice, clean washrooms. So we'll check it out. Okay, on the inside of this building we have washroom facilities, which are quite impressive actually. And we have sinks and places to wash up, which is actually quite impressive. Here we have individual stalls. So that is a good setup for folks who are in the park. So once again, we will continue on our way. So having exited the washroom toilet facilities, we come out again to a nice open area where folks are set up and have activities. So that is a really impressive setup here. And I will admit I have not seen this before. But I don't come to this park that often. I only came here when I was working for the employer that had contracts with the city. The city of Edmonton. Right over there is the zoo, which would be the city of Edmonton, the Edmonton Valley Zoo. At one time it was called Storyland Valley Zoo. Perhaps I will get a purchase an admission ticket and go in there and show you the zoo. And I did write a short story. It's published and it is on Amazon for sale. It's only about 10,000 words. It's a good hour, 2-hour read. And it's called Terror at the Valley Zoo. And of course, you have these scooters everywhere, left abandoned for the next rider to come along and use. Do you folks have these all over the place in your city? Let me know in the comments. So there appears to be a bit of a 5K walk run for mental health. It's a fundraiser and it starts on June 14th. That may be fun to either partake in or watch. But I think I would be walking, not running. Here is a fun event or a fun thing to do, fun activity. Throwing the frisbee around. That is something that I used to do as well. Good, clean fun. Totally off topic, but it's something that I've noticed over the last few years. All these vehicles, crossovers and such, seem to look the same nowadays. I've seen $150,000 crossovers like BMW, Jaguar, Porsche, or whatever, Alfa Romeo and such, and they all have the same body style as a $30,000 Kia. I don't know. I miss the days back in the 70s when cars looked different. Or better yet, back in the 30s and 40s when cars really looked different from each other. So this is an on-leash trail where you've got to have your dog on leash. But I am going to take you on a little special treat here. We are going to go over to the off-leash park, which I have covered in a previous video, but it was back in January or February. It was cold and there was lots of snow. Let's go check it out now and see what it looks like now that the snow is gone. Come along. This is a bonus. For those of you folks who like animals, dogs especially, here is a treat. Hello. What a cutie. Just take a little walk. So cute. And there's another one. Looks the same, but he's different. Or she. Maybe they're twins. So if any of you watched my video way back when we had snow on the ground, this is the same off-leash dog park that I went to back then. But as you can see, the snow is gone and it is a beautiful day. Now it's overcast, but it is still quite lovely. You've got folks all over the place, and some more coming here. Here is a nice bench, and it says, "In memory of Mitch Kirby. He opened his home, his heart, and his life to the rescue of Goldens." So I'm assuming that means golden retrievers. And look at this beautiful dog. Just came to visit and say hello. Very friendly. Friendly dogs, friendly people. Folks walking their dogs. Beautiful, beautiful day. Area is actually nice because we don't have the hot sun blaring down on us. As many of you folks do know, a family member, they purchased a little puppy about a month and a half ago. We believe that it is a shepherd crossed with a Labrador or some other large breed. We don't know 100%, but it is likely. Now that little dog, they named it Lyra, and it just got its some vaccinations, so it's still, they don't really want to bring it out and have it mingle with other dogs just yet. I don't know if you heard that, but that was a woodpecker. So I'm just sitting here on the bench, enjoying some of the day here before I have to make my way back home and do some more errands. But I'm hoping that you like this video. I'm hoping that you continue to like this content, and I hope you continue to watch. It's not as busy here today, obviously, as it was on Saturday, back in January or February, but it's still a beautiful day, and there still are enough activities. Let's watch a little bit more. Do you folks have a large dog park or off-leash dog park in your area, in your city, where you're located? Like I say, this is a large area, and it is adjacent to Sir Wilfred Laurier Park. Well, okay, folks, I'm happy that you watched my video. I'm happy that you came along for the walk, came along for the tour of Laurier Park. We'll continue this at another park. Maybe Horilac Park, it's a big park, but we'll see. If you do like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now. God bless.